The pursuit of power is viewed as unworthy of virtuous persons, and the desire to possess it as sinful. Therefore, many among the powerless and poor feel compelled to find in their powerlessness and poverty the emblematic signs of their godliness and redemptive salvation. How convenient! A precept for rationalizing and maintaining the power of the haves over the have-nots, as the result of their ideological manipulation by the powerful and their own reactionary misperception of reality. The poor and powerless have been made to perceive the pursuit, possession, and application of power in their own behalf as unbecoming to themselves. This is even more the case when, through their naive acceptance of self-serving, deceptive propaganda perpetuated by the powers that be, their own reactionary self-negation, and their nursing of their internalized inferiority complexes, the poor, huddled masses perceive the possession and exercise of power as the inherent and exclusive prerogative of the ruling classes of races. God damn! Like, so when you poor, you just give up because you poor? Like is that the mindset? Like, is that what it means? Like, really to live in lack, to live, in a poverty minded consciousness? Yo, that can't work. That can't work. Like, man, fuck, man. Yo, there are many blacks who have been convinced by racist propaganda that supreme power is divinely deeded to dominant whites. The fuck out of here. They therefore suffer anxiety attacks and feel as if they are blasphemously rebelling against God himself if they, even for a moment, seriously dare consider conspiring to wrest power from the hands of their oppressors. Not I, said the cat. Yo, when I want to do something, I'm doing it. And I only want people around me that got that same mindset, that same concept, that whole somebody else is in my way BS. I ain't with that. I ain't got no time for excuses, right? Now, we can talk about the hurdles, we can address the issues, but only in as much to knock them down and get rid of them, right? To make that no longer a conversation piece, right? But not to sit there and stare at this wall for 50 years talking about, yo, but there's a wall here. What are we gonna do? Nigga, you're gonna knock that bitch down, you're gonna dig under it, you're gonna walk around it, you're gonna stand on each other's shoulders till you climb the top, you're gonna cut down some trees, you're gonna figure it out, right? Because 50 years is too long to stand there and look at a problem and not do anything about it. At some point, right, it's worth trying something out. I'm not saying, everything that you try out will be a good thing and be worthwhile, but action is action, and you don't know until you try. Stop being scared. I'm not with that scary shit, man. Fuck out of here with that. More unfortunate than this sorely mistaken theological perception is that self-abnegating perception by many blacks that they are inherently incapable of mounting a successful campaign against oppressive white power, and therefore must be sulkily seek the least onerous accommodation to it. I'm not sure what that is. ONEROUS. So that's either onerous or onerous. I gotta look that up. Accommodations to it. This perception of an orientation toward power on the part of African peoples is but a prescription for their unending subordination, man, exploitation, and ultimately when it is convenient to the purposes of their oppressors, their genocidal demise. Man, yo, abundance is key. Abundance is all there is. Yo, I don't know about you, but where I'm from, like, everything is everything, right? If you're a holy roller and God is all things, right, then everything is everything, and you are in a state of abundance, even if you're not realizing it. You just got to open your eyes and look around you and see that you have potential. If you are looking and breathing, you have potential to be the best version of you that you can be, right? That's all you can do, right? Safety first is rule number one, right? It is everybody's responsibility to provide food, clothing, shelter, and the protection of that for themselves first, then their families, then everybody else, you know, as far as their cable toe can extend, right? Like, that's the reality. You ain't got time to be scared. You know, you ain't got, man, yo, forget about that 44 million. Everybody got to get along. I need everybody to wipe my ass. No. You got 2 good hands, 2 good feet, and a working brain. Put it to use and network and build. If you scared, go talk to somebody else that got a plan. And if you like that plan, incorporate that plan into your own actions. Don't follow that dude or follow that sister, right? Because I ain't looking for no followers. I only want leaders standing with me, right? Leaders are readers. We talking about black power, right? No followers, right? Friends. Somebody that I'm willing to invest in and somebody that's willing to invest in me. That is a friend. I like that shit, right? Because it's powerful. Something that I can measure myself as I see fit. Is this situation beneficial? So that's my piece. I'm gonna come back with typology of power, and I'm gonna be getting through this chapter. Yo, I'm psyched, family. Yo, love.